Welcome back to Chrysler Center in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And now Microsoft Surface takes us first on the court with our lineups. The freshman D'Angelo Russell is the Buckeyes' leading scorer, and Shannon Scott, one of the top assist men in the country. The top two scorers and rebounders are injured and out for the Wolverines. Zach Irvin leads them to 13-13 this season. And the coaches know about this rivalry that we've talked about. Thad Matta in his 11th year with Ohio State, and John Beilein in his 7th year with the Michigan Wolverines.
It's a special game, no matter whether it was water polo or whether it was men's basketball and obviously football, that we recruit against each other. We recruit a lot in the same states, and there's a lot of rivalry in this game.
I've always said this, it's a lot more on the football side of things, because we can play these guys 2 times, 3 times in a season, but when the ball gets tossed up, it is Ohio State and the school up north, that is for sure.
Great officials today. Terry Weimer, 13 NCAA tournaments and 2 Final Fours. Terry will be a gentleman from Maryville, Missouri, 5 NCAA tournaments, and Glenn Mayborg, 11 NCAA tournaments. A veteran crew for the Buckeyes and the Wolverines on this snowy Sunday in Ann Arbor.
Kevin Harlan, we got a little break here. Right now the Buckeyes go.
The Wolverines have lost 5 consecutive games coming in. They've lost 6 of 7, and they've had to do with a lot of first-time guys starting, young players all around.
And stretch the D, that's what we're going to have to do. Ball screens, dribble drives like this. Nice D.
And outside they go. That is a Dawkins Smithson picked up now by the Buckeyes. And here comes D'Angelo Russell from Louisville, Kentucky.
A little magic, great field, great passing skills, and it's contagious with this team.
Buckeyes number 24, as we said. They come in 19-7 and a Big Ten Conference record of 8-5.
Tate, what a tough kid, by the way. Plays undersized, magnificent. Great toughness. This is his game, attacking.
Tate scooping it up. A rebound by Irvin. And here come the Wolverines, who are coming off a loss of 80-67 Tuesday night to Michigan State. Irvin 3.
A nice screen by Doyle. Set up the fence. They must ring the bell. Gain confidence. Hang tough. Nice screen to set up the easy jumper.
But it won't go, and Albrecht is there. And now he comes the other way as the Wolverines have beaten the Buckeyes 2 consecutive games on this floor. Last couple of years, Irvin right around into the
wall game. That ball screen caused some problems. The big guys don't do a real good job covering Williams. That time not showing big.
Thompson. And Amir Williams goes inside, working on Ricky Doyle, a freshman. That's a travel and a turnover.
They're relying on Irvin. He's the #1 guy. Just that little roadblock enables him to get a clean look. And then the ability to use a ball screen, the little pick and roll, the old days, the nice finish. Solid start by the Wolverines.
It doesn't take much. You don't have to be a bulldozing screener, just enough to cause that step or half foot to get that freedom.
That's all. Little brush is all they need.
Your rock bomb was picked up by Russell. They go on top to Doyle, and now on the wing to Dawkins, and here's Albrecht. Scott is on him.
America's play, nice handle defensively.
Irvin, who now becomes the leading scorer with the injuries to Walton and Levert. And a turnover right there, and the long arms of Tate vacuum it in, and here they come with Shannon Scott going the other way, one of the top assist men in the country, and #1 in the Big Ten. He's got it now.
Great compliment. He can play on the ball. He's shooting the ball much better this year, I think. Nice pull-up game. And lets Russell play off the ball where he can be dangerous on a matchup. Nice hesitation.
4-3 start for the Buckeyes. 2 of 3 for Michigan to begin things. And that's what they got to do. They got to hit these shots and get this crowd still keeping them in the game.
And Rockland's one of those guys that can put a few together quickly. Range and attack mode.
Guys, been pretty good defensively here. Last 5 games in particular, holding opponents under 60 points. Now the shot clock is at 5. Doyle.
And a much better handle defensive by Williams on the ball screen, but didn't close out. Boy, they can get productivity from the center spot. The 3-headed monster for Michigan. That'll help them keep in contact.
They made the difference a couple weeks ago in Bloomington against Indiana. They stay close with the Hoosiers.
And the ball screen, nice handle.
Inside the very tall and muscular Williams, doubled. Doyle is there. Albrecht vacuums it in. Here come the Wolverines. A surprising start here in Ann Arbor. Irvin the three. Ooh. Barely caught it. Iowa State beat Michigan January 13th, 71-52 in Columbus. Russell at 21. They go inside right there. Tate.
What a load. Post-up, maneuvers, strength, able to convert at the 10.
And another freshman performing for the Bucks.
Big time. The edge guy, I think. There's that turnout on the left side.
Doyle and Amir Williams is there.
Likes to bounce to the rim.
Anthony Lee, who has been starting, is out with the groin today, and City's on the side. Irvin.
There you go.
Doyle.
Nice job.
We talked about the bench.
Didn't stand still. Attack the rim.
People feel this Ohio State team needs to make a statement, and if they're going to do it, Russell's going to be at the tip of the spear, but he misses right there on the doorstep.
An open floor.
Abdur Rahman. Williams the rebound.
Dangerous to get this team in the nice little step in. But they are scrapping, aren't they?
Typical of the Beeline team.
Yeah, absolutely. They know. Shattered somewhat by their play, lamenting the fact that they haven't been able to convert solid play into wins. Boy, they are out of the gate strong.
Nice play by Irvin. Russell picks up the foul.
Without these two guys, and think of what Walton brings to the fore and Levert, that is damaging.
Derek Walton Jr. there on the left, and I think Levert is around that guy standing up. That's Karis Levert. They were the top two scorers, the top two rebounders for the Wolverines. Out, and Abdur Rahman has come in along with Dawkins, a couple freshmen to take these two kids, and their place Biefeld is on top.
Yeah, tough, strong kid, good at the rim, can make some outside shots too. They love a center who can do that.
We're trying to defend Abdur Rahman, and outside they go for Albrecht.
Well designed.
Loving has it in Bill. We've got 8 possessions for Ohio State, 1 score. Russell, weaving in with a sweet Euro move inside.
Ooh, a Monteverde move. Out of Florida, Louisville kid, great in the open floor or half.
Ohio State, the #1 shooting team in the conference, #4 in college basketball, but they have started 2 of 7 this afternoon. Rahman. Irvin.
They get located as well as anybody in the country. Drive it, turn the D, and kick it opposite.
Irvin has hit a couple of threes for the Wolverines. Scott and Albrecht is on him.
Watch out, Russell. Nice and easy. Generally, the ball does get back to him. He's just directing things right now. Staying at home on Loving because he shoots it so well.
Shot clock at 9. Sam Thompson takes it in on Dawkins with a great accelerated move.
Terrific maneuver, and McDonald with a seal. Amazing. Great control.
This saw Levert moments ago. Season-ending left foot surgery, and Walton has got a left foot, left toe injury. Keep thinking that Walton may return, but they just don't know. Levert is out for the season.
Can't push off is what John Beeline said.
Yeah.
Very tough and nice. Hurts them. That's when you want to let go if you're Michigan.
Levert injured his foot January 17th against Northwestern. He's the kid on the right, and he was a kid that was a very important part of last year. And then Walton, who had been really starring, a sophomore from the Detroit area, as Loving picks up his first foul. Same kind of injury, a foot injury, but they think he may have a chance, like you said, to come back.
And Walton is such a great playmaker, rebounded as a lot of things for that club.
Albrecht. And out there with the mismatch on Trey McDonald. So the 3 is launched.
I'll tell you what, he can dance and square up. You got to hug him. Make him put it on the deck. You can discourage him with size up front.
He's the captain, of course. He was a terrific Final Four All-Tournament team member a couple years ago for the Wolverines. Unbelievable first half. Here's Russell on the perimeter.
Good job stringing it out. What a tough look there in traffic. And even great ones, if you don't get good clean looks, you may force them. Same play early.
Little hesitation there by Albrecht and Abdur Rahman. With the McDonald rebound.
Ooh, nice anticipation.
Russell, we look at the yellow around him, and he's still got it through, and then here comes Thompson.
You know, he doesn't charge either. He just understands how, if there's an angle, he can take advantage. Smooth, always under control, uses both hands, can go either way. A little cross. I've seen him do some things with the cross. He's an ankle breaker.
Albrecht picks up the foul, and here is the much talked about D'Angelo Russell. #1 scorer among freshmen in college basketball. The CBS Sports app is the only app Ohio State and Michigan fans need. You get instant team alerts, scores, bracket games, and more. Download the CBS Sports app. Great numbers on Russell, huh?
Unbelievable. If that model was talking about him, he comes in to see the coaches and recommends things for other players. Let's run this, get him in the game. He's just a heady kid at a young age.
Up for a lot of different awards. The Wayman Tisdale National Freshman of the Year, certainly. Some people think he might be the best freshman player ever at Ohio State. Clark Kellogg has something to say about that.
Clark was in our open there.
He sure was.
He might be the best lefty in the country.
Yep.
I'm going to have to live for that.
Irvin getting a screen.
Nice slip.
Tip and roll, huh? Got it.
The big fella with a soft delivery. Great start.
Freshman against freshman. Abdur-Rahman was a 4-time first-team All-Pennsylvania All-State player. He's on Russell.
Tough kid, too, Rahman. Nice hands there.
Loving. They switch on defense. Now Rahman on him. Knocks it away, and they force the throw.
Well, great scouting and preparation. They know he can shoot it. Make him put it on the deck.
8 points by Irvin of Michigan. They're up by 10 on CBS. A Michigan Wolverine team that comes in 6-8. They've lost 5 consecutive games and trying to play spoiler, I guess, as they finish off the season with an eye possibly toward the NIT.
And listen, you never know what can happen in the Big Ten tournament as well. Chapman on the floor has got some length. Will take a deep shot. Once again, nice cover in the back by Loving.
Mark Donald is in now, working with McDonald down there defending him. Albrecht down top. Shot clock is down to 7. Russell is there. Albrecht is tailed. They're now paying a lot of attention to him. 2 to fire. Irvin. And picked up by McDonald.
Big time rebound by McDonald. They don't cover.
And that's a foul. It goes on Thompson. Woo. Sam Thompson picks up the foul for the Buckeyes.
Yesterday in practice, they had 3.5 guys getting back in a great position. And Thompson unable to avoid with the Euro step, but good solid preparation in transition.
This season, this has been for John Beilein, the coach of the Wolverines. 8 different lineups, 4 new starters. It's been an ongoing story, missing so many people coming into the season. Little going to the NBA, leaving because of graduation. Horford goes on. Jordan Morgan is gone because of graduation. They've had to really go on the fly, and then the injuries this year have just depleted the roster.
And no familiarity, and it's so sophisticated, it's tough to learn on the run, particularly with this kind of pressure.
Abdur-Rahman.
Tough look.
Picked up by Cam Williams, who just checks in. Here comes Russell. Thompson. Cam Williams a 3.
He can get on fire, Cam Williams.
He's a freshman from Baltimore.
Comes off screens well. Gets organized.
Nice little move here by Chapman.
Mixing his game up. Not settling outside. Look at the length. He is going to be a heck of a defender. Gets a lot of minutes, not making the threes with big numbers.
Cameron Chapman, who is a freshman from Portland, Oregon at 6'7", Jefferson High School. He produced a lot. His dad's a coach. That's helped him. Thompson working on Irvin in the paint with a nice soft touch.
And you see how quickly the ball got to him? What an array of passes Russell possesses. Terrific.
The vision he has, which we talked about before the game, the court vision is amazing. Halfway through the first half here in Ann Arbor with Albrecht picked up by Russell.
They've been able to answer late in the shot clock with consistency.
Michigan has not lost 6 consecutive Big Ten games since the 10-11 season.
He can do that.
Get a shot outside, and McDonald, who's a freshman, makes it work.
And that's the weapon they have. Oh, a little turnover here by Russell, a little too deep.
And Chapman with those long arms vacuums it in and takes it to the rack. Michigan right now is rolling 23-9 over 24th ranked Ohio State. What a start.
And Ohio State has called.
On the deck, kid who's a good offensive rebounder. How about this poise and grace in the open floor? The southpaw delivers.
So Michigan's only turned it over twice, Bill. That's been one thing in their favor. But also, Michigan hasn't allowed Ohio State any offensive rebounds. And you take a look at some of the shooting by both teams to start. But the offensive rebound has been terrific for Michigan. Ohio State has not gotten any on 8 misses. With the whistle away, it goes on the Wolverines.
I think it might be Dockage down in the corner.
It is. He just checked in. That is the son, of course, of the former great Hoosier player. Andrew Dockage picks it up right there.
At least there's one player in the family. He might happen to be here.
Bates Diop puts it in. Just checked in. He's a freshman, too. A lot of freshmen on this floor this afternoon. Bates Diop from Normal, Illinois, for Ohio State.
He can catch and shoot threes, too. A nice weapon when you got the head at the point.
40% shooter from beyond the arc. Chapman's going to do a couple nice things here for the Wolverines.
Real solid. He's going to work on the offseason on that three-point shot. He could be a factor next year.
Irvin leads him in scoring. Albrecht way outside. He puts it down. Spike Albrecht with a shot from Detroit.
It looks like they're trying to change to a zone, and they didn't really communicate well.
Shannon Scott. Foul. Another one on the aggressive Buckeyes. 6 turnovers for Ohio State to start this one.
Unless he extended the arm, how about Spike, though? You don't give him that kind of space. Nylon by the little guy, and goodness, I don't know about that one. I would have gone with at least a no call or a three-point play.
Nice move by Donald, though, as he took it.
When it works, it's effective.
It is. Ohio State is coming off a loss. They played last week against Michigan State, losing by 3 on that Ballantyne terrific triple.
Nice job by Donald. Scott getting lost around that screen. He's a tough defender, and Scott can do it.
Dawkins to Donald, and Donald to Chapman, who lasers one inside.
That's that back screen to the hoop. Look at this kid.
Splits it. Chapman.
Unbelievable. When you're trying to surprise somebody and upset them, you need everybody to perform at the optimum.
Cameron Chapman's been struggling with this shot. Last 3 games, 1 of 10. Today, 3 of 3.
Whatever he ate this morning, we ought to try it. Nice down screen.
Going to Tate, who was looking for Williams. Floating all over the place. Shot clock is down to 5. Russell on the wing. Chapman is on him.
I don't know if he does that. Williams, he didn't know.
Whoa, you called it.
Yeah.
You saw it.
Yeah.
He didn't.
His back's to the basket. That's the guard's fault for passing it to him.
Michigan. Bill, what catches your eye here?
The assist, according to John B, last 6 games, only 8 assists already. 6 of them, so that's pretty solid, but it's pretty when you can get a roadblock. The Irishman protecting the outside. They're able to drill it. And the ability to put it to the rim and finish because they spread so well. And why not add one of those assists? The ability to read. The big fella, Bielfeldt, takes it all strong and finishes the deal.
So for Michigan, Urban has 8. Chapman has come off the bench with 6. 6 from Albrecht with a couple of threes. And Michigan, Bill, is shooting 66% to start the game.
We hope that lasts, but the Buckeyes will buckle down a little bit defensively, a little 2-2-1 3/4, just to slow them down a little bit. The center, the center is so important in everything they do. He's got to keep busy, screen, slip, post up, and they've got to read it.
Doyle back in, sets his screen. Abdul Rahman looking for Doyle. Outside it goes. Dockage first. Basket of the season. First basket of the season.
He was working hard yesterday and early today, too. Good to see him rewarded.
Whoa, outside they launch a long bomb, and that's a triple from Bates Diop. And Russell looks like he is struggling a bit physically.
That is his game, Diop.
I think Doyle may have laid the wood on him.
Welcome to the Big Ten,
No
huh?
kidding, yeah. Well, they say that you got to get physical with the kid. Michigan State did that.
Well, they've got the guys to do it.
They do. So moments ago, here is Russell at the other end for the Bucks.
In position, not moving, and that's where you get nicked up. Knee, hip, and they want to go over the top. And see that flat show? And that's probably designed by that, but I think you've got to get out there and present yourself a little bit more. Getting that dribble lane, Williams. Come here.
Chapman just picked up his first personal foul for the Wolverines. Scott outside. Thompson will launch the triple.
Well, you know, listen, he's making those shots. Tate with the giveaway. Well, you'd rather him long distance than putting it on the deck. Brings in a little bit, huh?
We continue to watch Russell working on that left knee as Tate just picked up a foul. The first on him for Ohio State, and Dockich leaves, but he gives him that little spark.
Well, that's what he has. A kid that gives it all. Always ready to play, contribute, and nailing the shot. His father's range was about 3 feet.
Now he casts a wide net. Commentating on college basketball. Dockich, they're going to redshirt him. Then with all the injuries, they had to bring it off. So a real sacrifice on his part to make himself. He only played for the first time in mid-January.
And I see that they didn't run the offense properly. That's what the dilemma's been for John Beilein.
Albrecht spent some time with his parents last night, and Albrecht on the move.
Picked
up by Doyle.
Nice job with the belly bump.
Another offensive rebound.
The big fella in the right spot.
He is 3 of 3 with 6. Way outside. Beautiful stroke that time put in by Bates Diop.
You got to be there on the catch with a couple of these guys. Loving the other one.
He's 3 of 3. Muhammad Ali Abdur-Rahman, Allentown, Pennsylvania. He was a late signee to this class, signed in April. And he has seen his minutes grow unbelievable here the last 7 games.
And they like the overload two-man play on this side. Doyle's got to beg bigger.
Irvin with a good slash with the left hand by the right hand.
And Doyle can't defend. They're busy there.
He's got 10. Scott with great speed the other way. And Tate with the tap in.
Tate is always at the rim. Possessed.
He was the Columbus High School Basketball Player of the Year. The freshman from Pickering, Ohio, and Central High School.
We talked to Greg Paulus, who does all the offense with that, and he just loves this kid's motor.
Keep your eye on Greg Powers. He'll be a head coach sooner than later. He is a bright player, had a terrific college career at Duke.
It's interesting how they run offense and defense. Jeff Bowles, we'll talk about a little later.
Irvin finds another crack inside, knocked away beautifully by Bates Diop. Well, they get back down in a hurry, don't they?
They sure do. A nice defensive balance again. They didn't come up with it that time, Dawkins.
The aggressiveness of Michigan has been there, but boy, their shooting has been spectacular. 65% from the field, led by Irvin. He's got 10 for the Wolverines. He is 5 of 17. He's 1 of 4 today. He was 4 of 13 against Michigan State. Now he's on the bench, resting the knee. He's played a lot of minutes.
Yeah, he has. Hopefully
this
it's just
season.
a bone nick the way he was rubbing it.
Scott is out there. John Tate is on the floor. Thompson off the wing. We got Trey McDonald around the circle. Nice pass inside and picked up by Tate with a bump into Irvin.
How about that kid, the way he walks though? Came up empty. Well, that's a play they run. Well, Russell generally with that pass down to the lane.
Look at that right there. High efficiency for the Wolverines, who are out rebounding the Buckeyes by 3.
A little zone now. Early in the year, Thad Matta went for zone. High-low, effective.
Doyle. Doyle has been on that doorstep all afternoon.
Doing the right thing, but the terrific entry look. That little wide open against the zone.
8 assists.
Same play, and this time it works.
How about Thompson?
Back screen, and he can elevate.
He is a high flyer.
Check the light bulbs while you're up there. Goodness, he just understands. And that play, they ran it earlier, that would have bounced past, but goodness. I wonder he doesn't hurt his feet coming down, but back and good to see.
It is a 6-time Big Ten Freshman of the Week, a 2-time Big Ten Player of the Week. Number 2 scorer in conference play in the Big Ten. Number 1 scoring freshman, as we've said. Highly decorated. Back out there. Irvin.
nice screen.
Doyle sets it. Albrecht fires
Look
it.
at this
Look
kid.
at Doyle jump high. Oh, and it's a torture chamber inside of the line of Buckeyes, but they save the ball. The Wolverines control.
And he's hurt too. Doyle's got a bum ankle right there. And that's what they need from the center. Valuable contributions are going to have to take him out. Goodness, what a tough break right now, the way he's playing. And he is just elevating.
He's been
Look
huge.
at this. Boy, he's showing you how hard he wants to play. And he must have come down then on that left on the foot. Now this is when you say tighten it up and get ready. Hopefully it's nothing serious. That high ankle sprain is the concern they have most often.
Freshman from Cape Coral, Florida. His dad played pro basketball in France for many years. Right foot, Bill.
And you can see it right on Russell's foot.
Bielfeldt is in. Abdur-Rahman, Albrecht, Dawkins, and Irvin. That's the Wolverine 5 on the floor.
And so much for the zone after that high-low.
Albrecht getting another screen and the open lane.
Pretty. He can really finish at the rim. Knows the float game and how to baby hook it and finish the deal.
He's got 8. Wolverine shooting 61% from the field.
And Russell time now to find somebody.
Scott, Tate. And they send it outside for Shannon Scott. Minute and a half to play in the half here in Ann Arbor.
Tate's got to wait to go to the other shoulder, too.
Albrecht, nice pass up to Rahman.
Look at this.
Almost put in that time by Dawkins.
Boy, they are possessed right now. This is impressive.
Russell to the rack. On the move, and that is a foul on Russell.
They've got them playing skitterish right now. The psyche is wounded for Ohio State. When you get a guy like Russell not playing that pace and control, you are really effective.
We talk about the offense of Ohio State, the number 4 shooting team in college basketball. They're a top 20 team in scoring points, and that is not a good sign for the Wolverines, as freshman Ricky Doyle will be taken back to the Wolverine locker room.
And it's Russell also the second foul. Hopefully he will be okay, though.
When Ohio State has trailed at halftime, they are 1-7 this season. 1-7. The Buckeyes went down at the half. They've got a minute to work out of it right now, but they're down by 18.
Well, they are running their offense. Diagonal screen to the box, straight baseline driving kicks, and elevating at the rim.
Irvin, screen Bielfeldt, and a 3. And a Buckeye rebound, and here comes Scott the other way.
Well, they put pressure on you, don't they, with that push?
Such quickness.
Run out.
Tate, nice reverse.
Unbelievable, this kid. He's looking for a foul, too. I just like the way he gets involved, immerses himself in the game.
Of course, his dad, Jermaine, played for the Buckeyes back in that 96 season. Averaged 12 points a game.
And he is whacking Bielfeldt now. He's got to be careful. They just warned him. Don't hit anybody. Scott denying Spike. They get the quick timeout.
Timeout taken by Michigan. They lead 39-23. They've been up by as many as 20. Version of the Big Ten Movie Awards. Which teams and players go home with the trophies? Plus, a preview of the final round coverage of the Northern Trust Open from Los Angeles. All coming up on the AT&T at the half. Kevin Harlan, Bill Raftery, and first half thoughts with 17 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, I think Ohio State right now could use Clark. That would be very effective, but I think the second half you'll see a little more composure to rush in the offense. How about the largest deficit? Ohio State 17. Solid stop here big.
Rivalries mean a lot. Sometimes, as we said, you throw the records away. Sounds like a cliche, but true here. Dawkins with a second to fire. Good rebound, Bielfeldt. And across the rim it goes, but who would have expected 39-23 at halftime?
Emotion.
How about this? Michigan has 10 from Irvin, but great contributions, Albrecht and others. You see our score at halftime to Greg Gumbel in New York. Halftime, just 1-7 this season. But Bill, you know, Ohio State started 1 of 6 from the field, and they finished 9 of 15, maybe a precursor to what we may see here in the second half.
You know, I like their push, but I think they rushing the half-court offense, that's where the influence of Russell comes. By the way, Doyle put the mouthpiece in. I think that means he's coming in.
Ready to go.
And I can read things, can I?
He's a tough kid, isn't he?
He sure is. He's only going to get better, too.
Here we go with Scott and Tate. Amir Williams at the pivot.
Go side to side. They're a better team. Look at that. That could have been a steal normally.
And through the fingertips of Thompson. Russell, by the way, hurt that left thigh, which he injured here in the first half. Hurt that thigh in practice this week. They've had the whole week off. They had that bye.
Now he puts the ball right on the money. You've got to be alert. Not a good play.
There's a Bill Rock line. Albrecht is out there. Doyle is on top. Irvin on the wing. Dawkins on the side. That's the Wolverine 5 to start the second half.
A nice play.
Nice feed. Knocked away. Good defensive play by Russell.
Big time.
Quality Sky, and he'll launch a three and get it.
Here he comes. He is a gamer. Goodness. Doyle thinks he's ringing the bell. Oof.
Leads him in scoring. Leads him in rebounding. He started every game. He was the top three-point hitman in the conference. He's made more threes than any other Big Ten player coming into the weekend.
In our neighborhood, that's not a good choice of words.
Irvin on top.
A nice spread. First half, can you make shots on the dribble drives? That's key.
Here he goes right here, whittling his way closer. Dawkins.
Yeah, I guess you can. Johnny's kid. Not as pretty a stroke as Daddy yet, but it's getting there.
His dad, Johnny, the coach at Stanford, of course, the college basketball player. Johnny Dawkins was at Duke in '86. Aubrey Dawkins hitting the three. That shot one drop. Williams offensive rebound, and he pushed off and was not called, and again he's inside, and this time there is a foul, and it's on Michigan.
He sort of manhandled Doyle because he couldn't elevate, but the ability to convert off the dribble drive, that is their philosophy. You got to get them organized. They pressure you on the dribble drive. They make you pay if you overhelp.
Williams will be at the line. Amir is a 61% free throw shooter. One of the top shot blockers in the conference. Tomorrow on CBS, Chris O'Donnell and LL Cool J. Ladies love Cool J. Star in the new NCIS Los Angeles tomorrow at 10, 9 Central. Only on CBS. We've got the Buckeyes, number 24 in the country. A 2-2 February record so far. 19-7 overall. 8-5 in the Big Ten, Bill, and they come into today in 5th place in the conference.
And right now, you get solid pressure. You got to be ready. Our bigs have to help out and make good decisions.
Michigan's lost 5 in a row as they have Albrecht sailing it off the baseline. Quickly the other way, Scott numbers the other way, Russell.
Nice cover. Nice spike. That right shoulder.
Tate with the spin once and twice. Gets his own miss, and now they're getting offensive rebounding, which is helping.
Well, he can just clear people out those broad shoulders. The toughness personified. You got to match it at that rim.
Albrecht.
There's the curl and the step out. Didn't follow.
Doyle is out, and Bielefeld has taken his place here to start the second half, and he's off balance, and a bad-looking shot. It's picked up by Williams.
And that's 2 trips now where they were a little quick with the trigger.
Oh, a little dance by Russell. And Williams there with another rebound, and fouled once again.
They really are taking it to him right now. Tough shot by Russell, with the bigs in good position to dominate.
Bielefeld picks up the foul. Doyle trying to stay loose with that ankle that he twisted in the first half. By the way, Amir Williams has got 7 rebounds in the contest, and he finds himself at the free throw line once again for the Ohio State Buckeyes.
They take good shots, generally speaking, so Ohio State usually in position to do some damage.
Senior from Birmingham, Michigan, went to Detroit Country Day, state champions there. He was 3rd in voting for the State Player of the Year. Came as a valued recruit to Thad Matta's program in Columbus. It's Michigan State at 8 points and 5 rebounds. you got to feel that with these two coaches, getting their team psyched up for today was no problem. The rivalry is still very, very fresh, even though the records are different.
Absolutely. All the kids talking about it yesterday. A little more spice in this game. Much better defense by Ohio State of late, though.
They've tightened the screws. You're right, Bill.
Forcing some tough deliveries. Tough pass.
Bielfeldt inside.
How about
Williams is
that?
in. Nice play and a foul.
Well, they eliminate everybody from help. They just lift people and spike the courage when you're playing a lot of minutes. Coach believes in you. A little dive to the rim and not much coverage from the back simply because of location. Spike delivers.
Williams picks up the foul. We were talking at the halftime break about something John had said a couple weeks ago, which the team doesn't seem to be struggling with right now with Michigan. The speed of the game, he said, for all of our freshmen has been difficult, but today I don't sense that against Ohio State.
They have a lot of confidence right now with the 2-3 zone, and they are energized today. I think the audience is as well.
13-point lead. They go inside. Turnover. Williams couldn't reach down.
Tough entry. And right there, you can see the two guards talking about where to be on the floor. Trying to speed the game up with this pressure.
We talk about the loss of Michigan with their top two players this year, and they've been depleted with NBA players over the last couple of years. How about 1,000-point scorers for the Buckeyes gone? Aaron Kraft and Lenzel Smith Jr. gone.
Some pretty talented guys. And of course, Spike, the only guy in that Final Four team still around.
Yes. Told these teams.
Nice go. Ooh, he had it.
Bielfeldt. Williams, 8th rebound.
Well, that's what size does to you. He was afraid of having that one knocked back at him. Fear wins out.
Scott to Thompson, and Thompson is picked up by Dawkins. Good screen there by Tate, stopping Albrecht. They switch on Dean.
Get in this guy's hands. Good things generally happen. Poise, run their set, make Michigan guard a little bit. Look at his penetration, and it's off him, I thought. He's really struggling with good raking on the offside dribble. Generally, he is so good possessing the basketball, but the reach in, just solid play by Bielfeldt. Great help for the guard.
By the way, for Russell, he's got 6 points, so he's over 500 in his freshman career. Last one to do that, Jared Sullinger, who, by the way, is out for the season with an injury, stress fracture.
Terrible. Huh? He's having a good year.
He sure was. Rockbon comes up with a big rebound. Abdul Rockbon the other way.
Rockman's got that attack mode, too. Gets energized. Don't speed him up. Got away with it. Fortunately for them.
Takes it in. Lead is still double digits for the Michigan Wolverines. They've led by 20 this afternoon.
Devastating, and how you handle it. You see the pop, the great setup here, and look how flat they are protected. Williams gets beat with the blow-by. All the big guys are afraid. Here he does a better job because he's got that baseline and sideline. And once they turn the corner, he rallies to the point. So pretty good. A little dump down cost him at the end of that. But that is key, I think, coming down to the end of this half. How they manage defensively. If they want to get back in it, they've got to control that ball screen.
Bill, what about the Big Ten overall? Besides Wisconsin, no sure thing for an NCAA tournament team right now. Buckeyes certainly with work to do coming on the road to Ann Arbor today.
Well, every time I watch a team in this league, I've seen Nebraska play well, Maryland played well, Indiana play well, Wisconsin obviously the team in the league. Michigan State, one of those teams that could get it going. They can come up with some solid performance too, so it's so deep and strong.
Bielfeldt trying to get around the defense. Thompson on top. Here's Albrecht. Anytime on the shot clock.
And Tate's the guy helping now on the ball screen. Let's see how he manages it.
Irvin.
We got a little zone look now.
Little mismatch too. Here's the Williams defense.
Good kick.
Open Dawkins 3. And picked up by Tate.
On a platter. Just gotta finish the opportunity.
Russell. Albrecht defending. Picked up by Abdur Rahman. 9-2 advantage in rebounding for Ohio State in this half. It is taking the game to a point now where Ohio State is within striking range.
Selectively running. Really heady play by Michigan. Make them work on this end. They walked to a foul. Not a good play here.
Albrecht. Screen Bielfeldt. Switching on D. Shot clock at 8. Albrecht.
Nice pass.
It was to Bielfeldt.
He had it almost out of his hand for the floater. Heady play by the little guy. Nice delivery.
Bielfeldt's got 7 off the bench.
Numbers by the big. So essential for this team.
to a 15-point lead. As we said before, the biggest lead has been 20. Russell swerving, feeding, and throwing it away.
He anticipated Williams going to the rim. A nice little conversation as well. But once you get in this deep, either the floater, how about the control? And I'm sure his hands are limited, so to speak, compared to these big guys, but just a great reaction, huh?
Looked like he even lost the ball and he was still able to get the pass off. That's something else.
Tough kid.
He is indeed Spike Albrecht. Got that name Spike. Most people around here know wore baseball spikes as a kid all over the place. And that's how he got that 11th turnover for Ohio State in this contest.
I wouldn't want to see the rugs in the house.
No. You saw mine last night.
Exactly.
Or floors. For the wear. Yeah.
A lot of varnish.
A little more than 6 minutes gone here in the second half. Dawkins with the Bielfeldt screen. He's doing
nice
it all.
Slip.
Pick and pop.
And Bielfeldt's got to go right to the rim. He had the opportunity. Don't be afraid. Turn that shoulder and hold off the big guy.
Screen by Tate. Thompson on top. Picked up by Dawkins.
A little bit of a flex look right now.
McDonald is coming for Williams. They go inside to McDonald. And a foul. And Bielfeldt was reaching a little too physical underneath the basket. And picks up a foul, or was it on somebody else inside? Maybe Dawkins? Irvin. Here's a try. Irvin picks it up. Donald comes in for Bielfeldt.
You have to be alert if you're a big on Ohio State. That was a great look. Russell always great vision.
Sean Lonergan comes in for the first time. There goes Dur Rahman. So Lonergan along with Albrecht in the contest. Dawkins will defend Russell.
And good checkouts again. Solid.
Russell 2 of 8. Albrecht with great speed the other way.
You got to stop that dribble drive. Turn him one way.
He's got 10. The lead is 17 for Michigan. They've lost 5 in a row. 6 of 7 coming in today to the rival, the Buckeyes, number 24 in college basketball. And work to be done on their NCAA resume. 7-0 run for the Wolverines. Thompson, the dance on Lonergan. Contorting, and he cannot get it with the rebound. Pulled down by Donald. Close games have been a problem for Michigan. They need a stopper. They've not been able to find one.
A couple of baskets here and there. A different season for this team. Always hanging tough.
But playing with a lead, a comfortable lead today, is playing loose and free and aggressively.
And Spike just orchestrating magnificently.
Confident.
He can make that jumper. Nice little D.
Oh my goodness. Look at this shot from outside. Picked up by Russell. He's hit a couple long ones today. A couple threes for Albrecht. And there comes Thompson.
What I love about Russell, he gives the ball up early for guys to do damage. Scott gets a good look because the ball was delivered to Thompson. He acknowledges the cut. Pretty play.
Shannon Scott. He'll put it up and in. At that game against Michigan State that lost a couple nights ago. He had 15 points and 5 assists in that one. Just add the great Charlie Scott. His name has come up recently in the passing of Dean Smith. To foul on the wing on Scott. Scott picks up his third. Wolverines have led by 20, up by double digits now, and CBS Sports coverage of NCAA men's basketball will continue after this message. And a
tough, hard-nosed kid, and right now others are going to have to step up as he gets a blow.
Bill, some of the numbers you were talking about during that break, plus 9 points Michigan over Ohio State in three-point shooting, plus 7 points in points off turnovers for the Wolverines.
Value in the basketball is so important. The key for Dawkins to be heady, get others involved.
Dawkins, very smart player. He's from the state of Indiana. They go down low, and Donald outside. Dawkins has already hit one shot today. The first shot he had taken and hit this season. Dur Rahman. The ball beginning to stick. Work on Levitt, and a dribbling violation on Michigan.
Yeah, you will not see Spike resting too long, I'm sure you. You know, he may have to come in with his baseball shoes, but he's going to be in. It's not the same.
Yeah, it's been an interesting season in the Big Ten. A lot of conferences. The unbalanced Big Ten schedule, Bill. Teams play only 5 other teams twice now. And as Tom Izzo was saying, you need the eye test maybe more than taking a look at some of the numbers. You agree?
November and December become important. What you did then, no question about it. But right, this is the guy that's got to take over. He does.
Oh, Russell right to the rack.
And they opened the middle, lifted, solid play. They have combined Michigan defensively to have a hand in. You see no help side on the left. Just amazing what he can do. We know he can make the deep shot, but here he's always either looking at that rim when he finishes or find somebody. They have to be a little more alert up front to play with D'Angelo Russell.
Chapman comes back in. Albrecht will come back in, leaving Dawkins and leaving Doncic. Here's Russell at the free throw line. He played prep school ball in Florida, but he is from Louisville. And I asked Greg Paulus before the game, how'd you get him? He said, he stepped on our campus. He talked to Coach Mata, and it was a very easy deal in the recruiting process.
People aren't that lucky, I assure you.
I know, yes, exactly. That's a rarity.
They're a great talent. Talking to some of the pro scouts at halftime, they felt as we did, this was not the type of game that you're accustomed when he's playing. So if he gets it going and organizes the offense, little nickel dimer out here. Number 3, if I'm not mistaken.
It is Russell's third, and his shooting is still struggling. This afternoon, he is 3 of 10. He was 4-13 against Michigan State, so he is 7 of his last 23. He really hasn't had that kind of a trough, and he's going to leave right now.
And by the way, I was just told he's not 19 yet, by the way. We're expecting him to do all these great things.
That's amazing.
Big-time talent.
He doesn't play like that at all.
No, great head.
Vision,
Plays old.
Yeah, confident on the floor. Never seems to be rough. He's at the top of the defense. Fleming is out there. McDonald. Over Shannon Scott. Also, it's Bates.
Nice look
Diop.
here.
They go inside. Good deflection.
Sure was. Made himself bigger. Fleming.
Chapman, 3.
Look at this hustle up.
Wow, Irvin has been all over the floor, diving for balls.
He sure has. That's the difference in this team. You can see a lot more spunk, a little hop in their step, much more aggressive, mentally involved.
Interesting to take a look at the Buckeyes. And there Russell's back in now. 5 of the Buckeyes' 7 Big Ten road games have been decided built by 3 points or less, 1 in overtime, and the Bucks have won 2 of those 5. We'll see what happens here because it's been double digits for a while, but now we're down to 12. It was 20 in the lead for Michigan.
And I know why Thad's a good coach. He got him right back in the game.
Thompson, 3, and picked up by Albrecht.
They got a chance with numbers if they want.
They have 3 on 2, you're right. They wait for Abdur Rahman.
Nice
picked up by
post.
Thompson.
Whoops, little steps.
Those kind of turnovers weren't happening in the first half.
Well, you hear footsteps, just like football. You got the big guy behind you. You got to make a quick decision. John, it's been punishing for him. This guy's a winner. 2 of the best on the sideline today.
Michigan does not turn the ball over that much. Number 7 in fewest turnovers in the college basketball world. 10 a game at 5 today. Big shot right here. Missed on the 3-point drive by Bates Diop. 3-shot clock halfway through the second half.
Boy, they got some options for Russell there. People on the wing that can really drill him. Loving hasn't really gotten too many opportunities. There's that little fade screen.
Good screen. McDonald in the big-time triple put in by Russell.
Leisurely. Pace.
Wow.
Just totally under control. Dances and drills.
It's the first time it's been a single-digit lead for Michigan in a while. They led by 20. And now they come back the other way. 9.5 to play in the half.
And now you think a little bit if you're Michigan. Unaccustomed. That yo-yo didn't work.
Close as it's been since 15-7. Early in the game, Irvin. Chapman. Another turnover.
Ooh, that was a discount. I thought he had it up on his hip.
Also keeps it alive, loving the 3. And a rebound again controlled, and they have controlled the glass in the second half. Russell pickpocketed, and I think Donald was the one to poke it free.
Boy, I have not seen him have this many miscues. Such a great feel for the game. Somewhat rattled, I think, playing here right now. He's looking at himself, too. This is not his game. For them to win, he's got to step it up, get back to form.
Hey, Pete, check this out. Come here, little dog.
Pippa passes.
The
How about
Oscars
that?
tonight, huh? You throw that in there.
I wonder what it cost to go to the movies in those days.
2 cents.
And there's the 2 guys they've been playing without, trying to learn on the run.
Michigan scoreless the last 4:20. In fact, now 4:35. 3 turnovers in the last 4 possessions.
And Walton LeVert, so seasoned, makes it tough on these others. Doyle back. Let's see if he can do some damage.
Against McDonald right here, and the shot clock is at 9.
Likes the roll and hook if he can get it.
Carving and missing. He was hitting those in the first
Yeah, he
half.
was. Laboring a little, even running the floor. McDonald really good at getting rim to rim.
Beats Diop and it's picked up by Albrecht.
Now, this is the tough lineup. You got to keep him in front of you.
Switch on D. Doyle and Russell
Forget
goes
it.
right by him, right blow by him.
Get that guy's license.
Russell averages 19. He's got 14 in the game.
Big trip early.
Russell with 11 in this half.
Good teams button it up on the defensive end. Right now, Ohio State applying a little bit more.
Irvin 3.
Empty again.
Rebound by Loving.
Look at the head up by Russell. Look at the handle.
Oh. Deft passing into Loving to the rack and a foul.
Russell's got a little Maravich in it.
Oh my gosh. He is so what a great handle. Timeout in Ann Arbor on CBS.
Michigan does great. Is late under the basket. They still find the cutter. And this kid showed a lot of guts and perseverance.
The Albrecht's coach, of course, John Beilein, he says, we're losing close games. We need a stopper, not necessarily a scorer, a guy who can shut down the best player, and that's what they're lacking right now. No Walton and no Levert, with Loving at the line. And Wednesday on CBS, Survivor returns with 3 new tribes for the most compelling season ever. Don't miss the premiere Wednesday at 8, 7 Central. Only CBS. But you lose those guys who can stop on defense. It takes a lot out of you.
Oh, absolutely. And then there's one of the guys that could do it, particularly with Russell stepping his game up right now.
A closer. Bielfeldt.
They're forcing others to bring the ball up. Pretty clever by Ohio State.
Here's Irvin.
Keeping Spike out of the play, and Thompson bodying him. Little dribble handoff's been played well of late. Boy, great denial.
Now they're down to 7 seconds to shoot, and look how far away they are. He works in. Muhammad Ali Abdur-Rahman knocked away by McDonald. Picked up by Russell.
I think he actually, look at this early delivery. That's what makes him so special.
Big basket inside by Kena Bates Diop, a freshman from Normal, Illinois. He's got 10 off the bench.
Russell lets you become a player. Gives it up in plenty of time, then you make the decision.
14-0 run by Ohio State. Under 7 to go. Michigan hasn't scored in 6.5 minutes.
It's a rhythm offense, and right now there isn't any rhythm. They're trying to beat with the drive, and that's not their game either, but opportunity in the open floor simply by excellent defense. Denials and in, and I believe that was a pass, but the ability to negate it, plenty of time to make a wise maneuver and finish, all because your point guard gives it up unselfishly.
One more road game after this one for the Bucks. They'll be at Penn State on March 4th. Have to build their tournament resume with home wins coming up. They've got a Wisconsin game on CBS in a couple weeks, which would be a doozy.
On the catch, they are right there. The red shirts applying the tourniquet.
Abdur-Rahman, the ball sticking much more here in the second half.
Exactly, trying to beat them individually instead of that.
Whoa, what a big-time hit by Irvin.
What a bailout delivery. And right back at them.
Constant pressure, as you talked about, by Ohio State. Under 6 to go in the game.
Now, Michigan struggling on offense. This is the side you got to turn it up a little bit. Fade screen, ball screen, slip.
Trap on top. Russell. Thompson the drive on Irvin.
Nice
Rebound by Irvin. And a foul.
Big time. Muhammad Ali delivered a little jab into the rim and find him. How about that? And Zach fighting back for the Wolverines.
Thompson picks up his second personal foul for Ohio State at 5:37 to play in the game. Michigan has struggled in close games. Ohio State has struggled in close games.
And this league is about close games, generally speaking.
Maybe not the best Big Ten we've seen. Last 4 years, arguably the best conference in college basketball.
We were about
not this year.
Chris Collins with the tough games he had, you know?
Yeah.
It makes you a better man.
But that program is turning with Collins in Evanston. We've got a good recruiting class coming in. There's a big win over Iowa.
Big time win.
Penn State yesterday. Albrecht.
Nice deflection by Thompson.
Oh, nice save inside. Kept alive. Shot clock at 4. Albrecht aims up And a shot clock violation.
Every trip, like going to the dentist right now. Nothing easy. Wait your turn. Just have your insurance card ready.
Dawkins had a nice save. And those are the kind of plays that kind of build upon that Michigan lead in the first half. The diving out of bounds, diving on the floor.
Well, that's what they have to do. They are not the team of talent that you're accustomed to seeing in recent years.
Elon trying to integrate 5 first-year players. It's been difficult. People don't think it's been one of his better coaching jobs. Outside 3. Albrecht gets it with the miss there by Mark Rubbin, but saved and baits Diop.
This is the guy here. He's got to take over. They get the nickel dimer.
Yep.
Boy, he was ready to send it in.
Look at Thad Matta, John Beeline, longtime coaches in this conference. Great success. Matta, of course, with 4 more wins, will become the all-time winningest coach in Buckeye history, taking the place of Fred Taylor.
Bob Knight revered. Nice little alley-oop. They run some great out-of-bounds play. Diop, a little dummy play we used to call that.
Diop now has 12 off the bench. 4-point game. See the team foul situation. 4.5 to go.
Catch you napping. Nice cross here.
Albrecht with the left-handed. And he puts it in.
And again, the ability to turn the corner and no one at home.
Albrecht with 12. He has scored in double digits 5-6 consecutive games.
Here comes the post rubs. Great players. It comes back to them at the point.
Russell, take the screen, push off. Russell, no call. The 3. Big rebound by Dawkins. It was.
Well, he got hit in the eye. He got a timeout.
Yep.
Not a foul. I think it's just inadvertent. I guess they don't agree with me.
I don't think they do. I don't think they do.
I think it was just one of those reach-ins.
We had both coaches before the game, Bill, on CBS talking about the intensity of the rivalry, regardless of records.
You just see the hands in there. It's amazing it doesn't happen more often when you think of it. They're trying to keep it. They're going to probably look at it. Just ask us, fellas.
Bill will tell you.
Yeah.
Michigan coming in, having lost 5 consecutive games, 6 of 7. 3 losses in overtime in that span with a look at John Beeline. 13 up and 13 down the record, where Ohio State trying to build their resume. They really had no bad losses, Bill. They've had some quality wins, no bad losses. But this may constitute as one if they would lose to a 500 Michigan ball club.
But mandated, by the way, the officials have to look. No, I agree with you. No question about it. They knew it was going to be tough. That's saying, you know, the rivalry game, just Michigan on their heels, so to speak. And even in yesterday's practice, you know, a little frustration with one another because the cuts weren't the same. They're not as purposeful in their passing. And John seeing guys free, and they didn't know how to time the delivery. But today, they made up for a lot of, well, very few shortcomings, but a lot of hustle.
Talking about Ohio State with a 8-5 fifth place record, 8-5 record. Their best conference road win probably in overtime at Minnesota. 1 possession losses at Indiana, Purdue, and Michigan State last weekend. Plus they had losses to Louisville and North Carolina.
But a big one against Maryland.
It was, yes.
Right?
Yep, absolutely.
And forcing Spike out of the play with Thompson. Denying.
Dawkins.
Good piece of officiating. No damage.
Doyle must be hurt because he hasn't come back in here of late. Yep. Dawkins on the move. Bielfeldt got a hand on it. Dawkins reels it in. Doubled and puts it up and in. What a shot! What a terrific shot by Dawkins. 3.5 to go. The driving baits Diop, and he has a basket going through on the play. The basket by Loving, who with the tap in brings Ohio State again to within 6. But this was great perseverance by the Wolverines and Dawkins.
Hanging tough. Johnny's little guy. And right here, the ability to finish. Woo! How about that? A little dipsy-do.
You hitting numbers right there. My goodness.
That is amazing. Haven't relinquished it whatsoever. Right now, again, the pressure, full denying, forcing others to bring it up.
Irvin and Dawkins and Albrecht out there along with Bielfeldt and Abdur Rahman, the Wolverine 5.
And a nice screen by Irvin to get Spike.
Thompson on top, McDonald to defend. Diop on the side. Russell continues to play in the contest. Loving, that's the Buckeye 5, approaching 3 to play. Outside Irvin. Double down low. Try to touch shot. Bielfeldt comes up with a big-time offensive rebound.
Nice patience by Spike Albrecht, too. Great kick out.
Dawkins.
Clock's your friend.
Dancing with Loving. Knocked away by McDonald. Taken by Bielfeldt again, and a foul on Ohio State.
Talk about these centers contributing. Bielfeldt reaching back, being powerful around the rim. Solid play by the big fella.
Rugged emotion. Who will it be? Will Ohio State be able to come from behind? Can the underdog Wolverines hold on in this emotional rivalry? Michigan State.
Not Julius. Let's say.
As we're taking a look at some of the numbers, Ohio State is +7 at the free throw line. Michigan +9 in three-point shooting. The Bucks have outscored the Wolverines by 10 in the second half, 27-17. Michigan led by 20. And now it is a 56-50 Michigan lead over Ohio State. At the line, Bielfeldt 1 of 1 from the line.
And kept really big what they do on the other end. The dribble drive, then Loving make an open look, Diop make an open look, and Tate at the rim. See what they run out of the gate here. Horn set? No.
Thompson outside. Loving with the screen, Russell with the ball. 2.5 to go. Bielfeldt on top.
Oh, he almost had Tate. Forget about it.
Here's Tate right in here.
He's too tough. And that's a great ball out inside. A little ball screen and get him to the rim. Just a great understanding. An unselfish team, and this kid is just so good going over that right shoulder. Tower of strength at the rim.
As Michigan State a couple nights ago. Tate, 10 points and 6 rebounds. He puts it up right there. That's his first free throw attempt in this game. 4 of 7 with 8 points this afternoon. They bring back in Scott. There goes Diop to the side.
Well, Scott can really rag somebody. 55% free throw shooter Tate. A nice slap back.
Scott chasing it down.
What a save, huh? Terrific slap back. Squeezing that guy so essential on the free throw. Empty side ball screen. Here he goes.
Russell.
We're going to say no continuation.
But the control he has, even when he's going inside a congested
His
lane.
legs are never extended where he doesn't have great balance. Just extraordinary. And this is not his best game, folks. Look how low he gets to protect that thing. Everybody slapping and picking and still able to get it up on the rim.
Wow. Russell with a miss right there.
3 in a row. He's at 78%. Better get it over the timeline.
2 to go.
Essential now that Michigan run their stuff and don't get stuck bouncing the ball too much.
Dawkins picked up by Russell.
In trouble now if they don't do it quickly.
Shot clock at 6. Scott to defend.
Pretty
inside. Bielfeldt with a pass. Albrecht set it up beautifully inside.
What a find. What a killer. Pick and pop Loving. He can drill him.
Here's Scott.
There he is.
3. Missed it all. Saved by Russell. Outside to Scott. Loving again. Knocked away. Quick hands. The diving Albrecht. Trying to get the ball. There was Irvin. What great hustle. Bielfeldt. My goodness.
That's how you win games. Laying it all out there.
Irvin. Albrecht.
I had asked him in the backcourt. And they converse, and now they're letting him down.
Albrecht at the line. And Spike is a 93% free throw shooter.
The big thing now, Ohio State struggling on the free throw line, but they've got to push the basketball, and Michigan's making their push, go for 2 quickly, get your press set. Plenty of time. You don't have to just come down and jack at 3. You might get it going to the rim and finding.
This season he's 29 of 31 at the free throw line. Donald will come in for Bielfeldt, who has been huge.
Unsung, the
Yep.
centers.
Yep.
They have just been terrific. Doyle included, with the bum ankle unable to go this second half, limited. Now you want to force defensively. 1-3-1, you haven't seen it. Vintage John Beeline now. You haven't seen it. Does good corner looks.
Thompson.
That hurts.
Big three.
Ooh. They make you pay. Twos, not threes. Run them off the line. Right now you're set for your defense. I think you deny maybe one pass and then you give it. Regardless, you hope Spike, don't let Spike Albrecht touch the basketball. Hopefully force bigs like Bielfeldt to get the touch and give it.
Ohio State shooting 42%, Michigan 46% for the game.
And smart, they get Bielfeldt right out. You got to get it in. Give it. Oh, nice play. They got a walker and out of bounds. They threw it, and I think they've got to talk. The ball was thrown off Ohio State, but were they on the sideline? And what a bad place to get it for referees.
Right there in front of the bench.
Great trap here, just perfect. If he keeps his feet in bounds, and he done a right foot. And look at that, Mott is pointing to that right foot. They're going to look at the monitor because they can in the last 2 minutes of the game. And I don't know on that angle if they can make that decision.
Almost looked when he was spinning, that foot hit before he threw. So he's got the ball. As you call, Bill, the right foot.
It is, it is. The ball was still in touch with his fingers, I thought. I think it's got to go to Ohio State. And I think they got it right.
Edmond and the Buckeyes have lost 2 consecutive games here, 4 at their last 6. Bielfeldt is back in. Dawkins, Irvin, Abdur-Rahman, and Michigan is going to get the ball.
So the direction of the ball, the hand.
Albrecht will inbound.
Same thing. You've got to be prepared, and they get
And
the timeout with the 5, almost a 5.
.com. Michigan, Ohio State. See our game reset with a turnover, with the timeouts remaining for each. The Buckeyes and the Wolverines, and Albrecht will inbound in front of the Ohio State bench.
And I think that's the danger. I know he's the best passer, but he's limited in size, so they can really shadow him in the direction he wants to make the pass. So somebody's got to make a quick cut and step to the ball, walk through the basketball on the pass. I know why he's taking it out, because he's their best passer.
5'11", and then 6'7" Bates Diop is there defending, covering the inbound, and out of bounds it goes.
I think it stays Michigan. I think they have too many people down here. You're bringing too many defenders. I think you should just have 2. Everybody else get out.
And Bill, they have 6 seconds to cross midcourt.
No.
Oh, that's right.
And I think they were asked to look. So the crowd's mad, but out of bounds, you can always look. Last 2 minutes. I think that was definitely the right call. Yeah, I think that just gives a free timeout, basically. Just a free timeout for Ohio State. Can't blame Thad for doing that. Get his guys organized. Once again, big on the ball.
Michigan has had the ball the entire time.
Now, Irvin ideally would be the guy you'd like to get it to. Good free throw shooter. And Rockland, 11 for 11 as well. But getting free is key.
Irvin's got to hustle. He's got to hustle. And he gets by. Yeah, just a minute of time.
You don't need.
Dawkins, Albrecht.
And they got to give it to him, and he's the premier guy on that free throw line.
Bates Diop picks up the foul.
That was tough to get it inbounds and tough to progress up the floor.
That's his 2nd team
Albrecht to be at the line where he is 2 of 2.
Stepping to the line now this year. Number 1, the range is number 2, Spike Albrecht.
And they're going to be set, I think, to play a little pressure on Russell, who can really speed dribble. And don't foul, make them turn, slow them down on the offensive end. And still, I go for 2, and 3 might open up.
Big free throw.
What a gutsy
Big.
kid.
Russell
Gotta help on him.
make the move inside and gets the 2. Working on Irvin. And a timeout. The Bucks have 1 left. Michigan has 2 in a 62-55 game.
And they are just a fraction away of the 9 and stealing the ball on the inbound. And once again, big on the ball. Spike can run the baseline. That's helpful this time.
Gets it into Irvin and back to Albrecht.
Open floor.
Abdur Rahman.
Way to take advantage and attack. The little guy with the monster.
Thompson the 3. Scott can't get it. Collected by Michigan, and Irvin, 13.6 to go.
What a wonderful day for these Michigan kids. Outmanned against a truly terrific team and just leaving everything they have out there. And I think the tough practice and demanding practice yesterday was part of it. And John can be charming. He was not charming yesterday, I assure you. And the directions were emphatic and followed to the nth degree.
Michigan has led the entire game. Ohio State got as close as 4 points, 52-48. Wolverines coming in had lost 5 consecutive games. Russell will take it in. This is over Bielfeldt, picked up by Thompson. He'll put it through.
And I think they're going to call it off.
Yep. Tough loss for Ohio State. Number 24 has fallen, and John Beilein has done a terrific job to get this team in line. They go to 14-13 on their season, 7 of 8 in Big Ten play. The Buckeyes go to 8-6 in the Big Ten and 19-8 overall.